1.39 million hectares of farmland have been affected by flood in Adamawa State, and this has further worsened food security in the northeast. But it's according to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. Senior reporter Olabi Adenusi compiled this report.
This year's World Food Day celebration in Adamawa State commenced with a visit to farms and farm field schools in Jabilamba in Gire local government area to demonstrate FAQ support for local farmers in improving agricultural practices and building resilience. Some stakeholders who spoke on the positive contribution of the nation's food security in line with President Tinubu's agricultural policy.
FAO has done a very commendable job here, and they have in fact opened up the eyes of Pasimiri that we have seen here. You can see clearly from their harvest.
Addressing a stakeholder meeting, Dauda Dombe says the recent flood in some states in the northeast has affected farmlands. He emphasized that the region faces severe food security challenges due to climate change. He explained that from September 16 to 30th, approximately 3.82 million hectares of land were flooded, affecting 1.39 million hectares of farmland.
In Nigeria, particularly in the northeast, we are confronted with profound issues of food insecurity. Recent data reveals that from 16 to 30th September, approximately 3.82 million hectares of land experienced flooding, affecting 1.39 million hectares of cropland. Among the hard-hit states are Borno, where 143,395 hectares of cropland were flooded.
The FAQ official further stressed on the severity of malnutrition, noting that about 3 million children under age 5 in Nigeria are stunted, reflecting inadequate access to essential nutrients.
It is alarming that approximately 3 million children under 5 in Nigeria are stunted, reflecting the severity of undernutrition. Moreover, malnutrition exists in various forms, including micronutrients deficiencies and rising obesity rates among adults, indicating that our food system are failing to provide the necessary nutrients for a healthy life.
The meeting concluded that flooding has impacted more than 50,000 people, causing significant damage to farmland and infrastructure, which requires urgent and effective intervention.
Benue State government has commenced the relocation of 3,698 internally displaced persons at Baka IDP camp to cluster homes. Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management says the move is to provide a more conducive environment for them. Mayawa Okwato reports.
One of the priority areas of the present administration in the state is seeking durable solutions to displacement as a result of conflicts and other forms of disaster. The relocation of the 3,698 persons comprising of 1,114 households taking shelter at Baka camp to cluster homes along Bajimba Road is to provide more conducive environments for the IDPs. The initiative is laudable and are grateful to the state government and partnering organizations.
I'm very happy for this very day. No more rainfall in our rooms, no more erosion. I believe they will not be hungry. Our younger ones will be going to school. So I want to thank you people all for your effort.
What we want the government to do for us, even if you take us there, let it take us to our home. Because this giving of food, somebody give you food, tomorrow give you food again. That food will not help you. But if it is in our farm, that food will help us much.
Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management, Nduwase Kunde, said the arrangement is to enable them have access to security, food, health, education and markets, as well as other social support packages.
So here the space is very wide. If you look up before you assess it at your back, far from there is a space that His Excellency has asked UniAgri to farm. We are ready to provide savings and other farming tools for them to go into farming.
The initiative which is under the support of the state government and other international partners like the International Organization on Migration, is to keep the IDPs in the interim waiting for durable and lasting solution. Maiwa Okwato, TVC News, Baka.
Thanks for staying with us. The Standards Organization of Nigeria has cautioned the public about the dangers of using uncertified compressed natural gas cylinders. This warning is coming after a recent explosion at the NIPCO CNG refueling station in Benin City, Edo State. In a statement released earlier today, Sun revealed that initial investigations showed the cylinder used for the vehicle involved in the explosion did not meet the approved CNG standards. The organization says its regulatory framework ensures all CNG equipment, including conversion kits, are certified for public use. To other stories now, conveners of non-governmental organizations have been encouraged to run efficient, transparent and accountable institutions that would deliver the desired humanitarian service to the people. This was part of the resolutions during a 2-day regulatory compliance training in Enugu State. Senior reporter Bamidele Ajayi has the story.
Gathered here at the Enugu State capital are representatives of local and foreign non-profit making organizations serving in Nigeria. They are here on the 2-day regulatory compliance training to enhance their service delivery to the people. About 45 different non-profit making organizations whose mandates are to deliver sound humanitarian services in education, healthcare provision, environment, community development program, water aid, research and others are here for the workshop. In our speech, the keynote speaker underscores the essence of the training by ensuring the participants comply with the regulatory framework and ensure they understand the challenges, undertake legal measures to contain it in line with their mandate.
The essence is to prepare or equip non-profit organizations with the resources, the skill, the knowledge that they need to run efficient, transparent and accountable institutions. We're going to walk organizations through all these requirements and also discuss the challenges that we face in complying with these regulations.
The convener of the training enumerates the importance of retraining them and breaking down what is expected of an NGO to live up to the people's expectation.
There's this gap about understanding what they need to do in terms of the documentation, because most people, when they hear NGO, they don't know what it actually means. So there are some requirements that is needed from any organization that calls itself a non-governmental organization. So this meeting is to make people understand what they need to do, the legal requirements, the things that are required from them in terms of documentation, the filing, the payment of taxes, and all whatnot, as it relates to every regulatory agency that they need to comply with.
The 2-day training was anchored by South Sahara Development Organization with the objectives of training NGO operators to have good internal control system. Bamidele Ajayi.